Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I'll show you 10 easy Cricut Christmas DIY ideas that work as last minute gifts. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And now let's jump into the first DIY. The first DIY is one of my favorites. It's a bottle light that looks super cool and is so easy to make. You need an empty bottle, frost effect paint for glass, some vinyl, and fairy lights that are attached to some kind of plastic cork. You can get these, for example, on Amazon. First, apply 2 to 3 thin layers of the glass paint with a sponge. Always let the previous layer dry before you apply the next one. If you're not sure if it's enough paint, just put in the fairy lights and test if it looks good. Next, choose a design from Cricut Design Space that you want to apply, or create your own design and let the Cricut machine cut it out. Now you only need to weed it and stick it to the bottle and put the fairy lights in the bottle if you haven't already, and that's it. The next DIY is basically a variation of the first one. However, this time the result is a jar for a candle. Instead of the glass bottle, take an empty glass jar and repeat the same steps as before. Paint it until you're happy with how it looks, choose a design, let your Cricut cut it out, and apply it to the jar. To make it look a little nicer, you can put some ribbon around it like I did, or glue some wider ribbon around the top to hide where the lid would normally be screwed on. Now you can put a tea light inside and you're done. Let's have a look at a larger DIY gift, a porch sign. I came across porch signs a while ago on Pinterest and been in love with them ever since, even though strictly speaking I don't have a porch, but that's not a problem because it just looks good anywhere, so you can put this just as well in your living room, for example. To make this, you need some wood in your desired size, some sandpaper, wood glaze, and make sure that you get wood glaze that is suitable for outdoor use if you want to put the sign actually on your porch, and some removable or stencil vinyl and acrylic paint. First, you need to sand down your wood to prepare it for the glaze. After that, apply the glaze evenly. Depending on the specific glaze you bought and the color of it, you might need more than one layer here. While it dries, I would recommend letting it dry overnight. You can look for a nice design to use as a stencil. You can find pretty cool ones for porch signs in Cricut Design Space. Just type in porch sign, choose one you like, and adjust it to a size that fits your piece of wood. Or create something of your own. Weed the design and apply it to the wood panel. Make sure that it's aligned very well and that the edges actually stick to the wood, because you don't want the acrylic paint to get under the vinyl. Now use the acrylic paint to fill in your design and wait for it to dry. A lot of people like to peel off stencils while the paint hasn't fully dried, but I'm really clumsy and I would 100% smear the paint if it's still damp, so I always wait for it to dry completely and never had a problem with it. If you like, you can add some ribbon and a Christmas ornament, but this is just a little extra. The next DIY gift idea is one that not only works as a Christmas gift, but also as a birthday gift or really just any occasion. I call it dinner in a box, and it's a great alternative to gift cards for a restaurant. So you probably know these cookies in a jar baking mixtures that are all over Pinterest, and I stretched this idea a little and created a whole menu consisting of a ciabatta bread mix, a risotto mix, a chocolate cake mix, and some self-made garlic oil. You can find a lot of these in a jar or in a bottle recipes on Pinterest. Just type in your desired dish and add in a jar, and you'll probably get some useful results. Usually you'll find the suggested size of the jars in the recipe. I made some labels with my Cricut machine, printed out the instructions for the menu, and put it all together in a nice box that I found in the store, and that's it. The next idea is a super quick one, so this one is very last minute. It's some personalized Christmas ornaments. So grab some ornaments. I would recommend using plastic ornaments because they are a lot harder to break. And some vinyl, and that's all you need. Think of something the person you want to give these to likes. For example, a movie or some kind of sports, or just use their name or the initials. Make a cute design in Cricut Design Space and stick the vinyl to the ornaments, and within minutes you have a unique gift. So the next 3 gift ideas all belong to the category of DIY wall art. I love all of them, but the first one is my favorite because it's super simple yet just looks good. You'll need a picture frame, white paper, and black vinyl. Let's start with the design. I just typed in ho 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 as text in Cricut Design Space, chose a Christmas tree from the library, and aligned it. Let the Cricut cut the design, weed it, and apply it to the glass of the frame. You can of course create something of your own, but I think less is more here. To get a solid white background, just put a sheet of white printer paper into the frame, and the first piece is ready. For the next one, you'll need some paper, for example mixed media paper, a black pen for your Cricut, and some watercolors or colored pencils. For this DIY, we're going to use the draw function of the Cricut. In Cricut Design Space, you can filter the image search so that you get draw-only images, and that's what you want to do. Just choose any design you like and let your machine draw it. In the next step, take your watercolors or colored pencils and color the drawing in. I would actually recommend using colored pencils because I have never in my whole life experienced any pens that smear easier than the Cricut ones when you accidentally come too close with water. The last wall art piece you might already know from my Cricut unboxing video because this was my first ever Cricut project. You'll need a canvas, removable vinyl, and some acrylic paint. Separate the canvas from its frame and cut out a Christmas design with the Cricut and use it as a stencil like before with the Porch sign. Make sure to use removable or stencil vinyl, otherwise you won't be able to peel it off. If you want to know more about the step-by-step process, check out my Cricut unboxing video. I'll link it somewhere here. DIY number 9 is a super useful one because one can never have enough bags. You'll need a cotton bag and some heat transfer vinyl, and that's it. Again, think of something the person you want to make a gift for likes or what connects the both of you, and choose a design to apply to the bag. In this example, I made a design with a book owl for someone who's a book lover. Cut the design with your Cricut and make sure to mirror it, because otherwise it will be applied the wrong way around. To apply the design, you can use an easy press if you have one, but I just use a regular household iron and that worked just fine. Just set it to the highest setting and press it down firmly for 30 seconds and you're good to go. If your design is bigger than your iron, just do it step by step until you applied heat to every part of the design. The last idea is for all the bullet journal and sketchbook fans out there. You'll need a sketchbook or bullet journal and some printable sticker paper and maybe some nice pens to create a little bullet journal kit. Cricut Design Space offers a great selection of images that you can use to make your own stickers, so choose whatever images you like. I like to browse the design sets in Design Space because you get images that belong to one collection. So for example, the super cute Christmas sloth, make sure to flatten all the images if needed and don't forget to set them to print and cut. In the end, you can put the stickers in a little bag and attach them to the sketchbook together with the pens. I hope you get some nice ideas on Cricut DIY gifts, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I wish y'all a Merry Christmas and a lovely time with your friends and families. See you next time. Bye!